Hello, and welcome to another bracket stage round one matchup. Tonight we have Angel FM racing against RG365. This is game two. Angel took game number one, so RG needs to win this to stay alive in this summer tournament. Angel wins this and moves on to the next round. We are starting with Return, the spell of Return, which gives us access to an early key. We have 7 strength. Tracker hasn't been updated yet. 7 strength, 23 HP. So we'll have to see if we get any good items in the treasury and whether or not there's something worth getting rid of the key for. In the throne room and treasury combined, we'll have to see. But we've got a fantastic matchup here tonight. Buckle up. RG having to come here through one of those play-ins at the end, so ready to go, primed. Down one in this, I think, is rearing to try to make a comeback against Angel, who is a very formidable opponent. Some of the things that you're hoping for in this kind of a situation is gold. If you get a gold chest at the beginning with return, you can immediately go and buy keys. That would be nice. Otherwise, anything that can give you some offense. 7 strength is enough to kill a number of things. You can probably take down a ghost on down, depending on ability. So we'll have to see what's out there. So the game populates the messages, like battle messages, one character at a time. So the fewer characters you have in your name, the less time it takes to get through the text. We are getting our opening pep talk from the king. We get to see we have gold. We also have an herb. So with that gold, our players will be able to come back in and immediately purchase more keys. So very likely to have both players with a starting complete collection of keys here. Likely to get potentially a treasury and basement check. Angel doing a little oop-de-oop. So RG may be the first to go to the back and get those keys. And they got a 10 gold difference, 611 for Angel, 601 for RG, so pretty similar. Have to see if there's any differing paths, if one chooses to check the basement before the treasury, or whether they both go to the treasury. Angel will go to the basement, RG going to the treasury. We've got Mountain Cave in the basement. Chest number 1 in the treasury is another key. Stone Man and a torch. Angel's dead. Bottom right has gold, so there is a gold grind available and herb. So if you can get some chests down there in Mountain Cave, you can set up an immediate gold and or herb grind. Well, haven't seen a town, but we haven't seen much of the outside yet. So unsure just how valuable this old opening gold grind potential is and what may or may not be in Mountain. We've seen a Stone Man with 17 agility, 23 HP. Not a great enemy to get away from. And yes, I forgot to mention that I will be joined eventually by Tilo in the commentary booth. We see Dragon Lord Breath on the red slime, one of those enemies you would like to be able to get to level 2 with. So that, not ungettable, but dangerous. We got a cave on Angel's side. And it's tablet. We'll have to see if there's anything of value here. Something even like a fairy water torch be just fine. RG's heading down back into the mountain cave, hoping to get something of value. Tablet has wings. Not going to be the most useful item at this juncture. RG able to hit and kill the red slime, does not get breathed on and melted, so very nice. Not sure if RG knows that they can meld his face. Oh, but when you crit, it doesn't matter. It's easy. You just crit it in its face, right in its stupid face, and it gives you 2 XP. All right, we have. Unfortunately, it's empty. That's a key because I don't think that an herb would have done that. Gets blocked by the Wraith Knight, welcoming in Tilo. Welcome, Tilo. I'm not sure. I can't hear you, Tilo, but whenever you can, just hop right in and be good to go.
All right. What have we had happen so far?
Started with return and gold, so we've got keys. Mountain is underneath. It's got dangerous monsters. We've seen 2 of the chests in Mountain. There's Tablet with wings nearby start. Red slimes have Dragonlord breath.
Oh yeah, red slimes misbehaving, my favorite.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we got. RG's killed 2 of them though. I'm not sure if he's seen the Dragonlord breath. Angel has. So RG 4 XP and has seen the 2 Mountain Cave chests.
Were the mountain cave chests of any note?
They were not. There was another key. Oh, there's a death necklace there.
Scale, true, and
that's
lore.
a sword.
Very nice.
Or, very, very likely it was, yes.
Okay, well, I show up and the party can start.
Yeah, and here is, RG kind of banging his head into this mountain and getting paid off hugely with the sword, whereas Angel got killed by that stone man and decided to get XP. Has gotten some levels now, 17,410, but that sword is huge.
Yeah, that's always nice when you have a 7 strength start to be able to suddenly turn that into 47 strength. As you can see already, RG only 1 experience away from Angel, who has stopped to grind, and I imagine that lead will balloon pretty rapidly, so we'll see how much longer it is till Angel decides he's willing to brave a stone man again. Maybe if they get sleep at the next level or something like that, he might go ahead and go back in. Hey, speaking of which.
Yeah, that's really helpful. The other enemy that we saw that might pose a problem with the HP being so low was that Wraith Knight, and that's, it's not a guaranteed sleep, but, 21 agility, it might be better to try that than to run.
Yeah, Wraith Knights are 5 out of 16 resist, so you got a 2/3 chance of landing it. That's enough to make me comfortable enough risking it.
And RG about to find out that there's wings down here in the Tablet Cave. Not particularly useful unless maybe... Well, we already have return, so yeah. Maybe to save some MP.
Yeah, too bad you can't use the wings inside the dungeon as an outside as well. That would be a nice little thing as well.
Yeah, that would be incredibly useful. It would really help help situations.
And Angel hits level 5 on the nose and gets another 19 power, 2 speed, 6 hit points, and repel.
Yeah, and Angel only has 19 less attack power than RG with no weapon, and RG has the sword. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, already that's Angel's jumping into zone 2 here to get the bigger monsters, because he can take out pretty much anything now.
Yeah, but as RG catches these levels, the 40 attack power will come into play, and he should be able to leverage it, but probably needs more HP more than anything to really be able to leverage it.
Yeah, like that wizard would be an excellent target if you could absorb a hit from it. But 26 hit points, not going to do that for you.
Yeah, some really interesting stats here with the agility, MP, and HP all still being in the 20s, and the attack power being in 91 for RG here, soon to be in the over 100 teens.
Just to kind of put it in perspective, Angel's strength is only 7 points less than his agility, hit points, and magic points combined.
So in this situation, what do you think of the best thing? We saw a Metal Scorpion. If it has nothing, that's probably pretty good. Maybe Warlock, Skeleton, Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, well, for Angel, he's probably not one-shotting wolves. Wolves aren't going to one-shot him, so that's yeah, the zone 2, high-end zone 2 monsters are what you're looking for. You can. I don't know if you'll be able to do a Wyvern or not. I just don't know the swings for those mid-level ranges what you want. I just generally swing and as a heat check and say, how am I doing? Okay, nope, not yet. Or, hey, look, I'm doing damage now.
And Angel heading into Mountain with only 32 HP and 23 agility, but does have sleep and heal more and quite a bit of strength. So gonna try this Spectre.
That Spectre is nice. That Spectre is not nice.
So that's a second enemy now that at least I've seen that has Dragonlord Breath, and the red slime now add the Spectre to the list.
RG desperately wanting to find a monster that is not a Zone 0 monster and just not having fun. I mean, finding Magidrake, finding Scorpions, but you want a metal, I know there's a Warlock up here because Angel saw it, and RG just has not seen anything with experience. Okay, but a skeleton's running away, of course.
And just casually dealing 46 melee damage to a Magidrake at level 5.
Yeah, I really want to get out of this zone to hit something that has more hit points, but you can't survive it. It's a really, really perplexing situation.
And this is just, all of these enemies are running away, and RG looks like he's seen enough.
Yeah, we're going to branch out and see if anything shows up. Hey, we finally got a Magidrake.
Angel getting ambushed by the Stone Man for 45, gonna be sent back, but I believe he got that first chest, which was a torch, if I'm not mistaken. But going to the basement is where the sword and real bounty is.
Now we are a ghost or a Drakey away from the next level. Hey, look at that.
I'm gonna exact the level here. Let's see what we get at level 6. We're coming in with 4 strength, 11 agility, 2 hit points, 3 magic, and hurt, which at this point is, sure.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot of casts for that. I think the only time you might see a hurt cast. Wow, Angel goes down to another back attack on the Stone Man. I wonder how much longer he pushes this. But for hurt, I think the only time you might see it is on when they get hurt more on a werewolf. You get landed hurt more, it doesn't quite kill them. You go for the hurt because they're very dodgy, but they have no hurt resistance. That's probably the only circumstance where you're going to see a hurt cast this season.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that sentiment. No other situation would warrant a hurt. RG setting out a little bit on the map here. It looks like we're close to at least seen maybe one edge, or maybe this is a false edge here. It's false.
And Angel does make it to floor 2. And he is going the upper route.
Which is the correct route to get the sword right away.
But Stone Man shows up. He does go to sleep, though.
I believe it goes Death Necklace Sword here.
And there we go. Angel is now equipped equally to RG. RG with just the slightest bit of exploration and experience lead, but that Spectre might actually have completely undone that.
Yeah, and now with the extra 40 attack power, Angel is not afraid of the breath and says, who's the Spectre now?
Ooh, that's a nice one to find. Casually one-shotting Druid Lords at level 6. Hey, we see a cave.
This is going to be fun, you know? Eventually the HP will increase, but just kind of seeing like what they can go around and try to, get the most economical XP on.
Well, we've now seen a Wyvern and a Druid Lord over in this corner here. That is a very, very nice discovery.
Yeah, we get 4 strength, 4 agility, 5 hit points, 1 MP, and no spells. The regular heal spell, I think, would have been quite welcome there.
Did Angel get chest 5 out of there? I saw him cast Hurt on a Stone Man, and I didn't know if he'd gotten to chest 5 or not, if that was a mismenu or what. He did see it. Okay. We see a Magi-Wyvern in that zone as well, so that little northeast zone is the zone for now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see RG go right back there, as it appears that Angel might be right in the same area.
Yes, but he ran into a wizard, so that might scare him away. And I think he may be back in zone 2 now. So this might really work to RG's advantage if Angel doesn't see this zone and has, RG was branching out everywhere else trying to find something and couldn't. So this might work to RG's advantage if this zone becomes the zone and Angel can't find it.
Yeah, just finding the place to be to get to survivability, because right now, even at level 7, the HP is still under 40, and the agility is also still under 40, with 26 MP and heal more being the only healing. That's not a lot of sustainability out on a map in any situation.
It looks like we have warlocks, wizards, druid lords, wyvern. Okay, there's a zone line going on right here. We've seen way too many monsters right here.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a north-south thing. Oh, maybe? Maybe it's east-west.
Yeah, I think it might. Well, yeah, I have no idea, but I think RG's playing with that to try to figure out exactly where they are, and he's happy with the location he's found at this point.
Yeah, seeing that wyvern lets you know that you're in the right spot. And we also saw a magic wyvern too before. That was real good.
See, and I'm afraid that metal scorpion is maybe in the east-west zone, so you've got to kind of hit this corner spot or something. Or the metal scorpion could be in this zone. I don't know. But we've got 5, 11, 12, and 23. So we do finally start to see some hit points show up. But I'm going to sit in this zone probably until level 10, I think.
Yeah, and that MP is very important for sustainability. It's looking real good. You just get a little bit more HP and agility, MP. You're almost, you're looking to go at that point, I guess.
But speaking of that MP, or keeping the HP up, I really wish RG would use the, I really wish RG would use the heal more and get himself away from that, because he knows there's Magiwyverns up here, and Magiwyverns can kill him, I think, at 29 HP, but they can't at 51.
Meanwhile, Angel into Rim gets the Stones of Sunlight in the chest there, so sees nothing but, some paltry gear that he can't afford in the shop.
And then with the Stones of Sunlight Cave, he finds the Silver Harp. So maybe at the bottom of Grave, he'll find the token.
Yeah, finding a couple of key items in quick succession there, and getting put to sleep by a gold man. I wonder if Angel will kill this and maybe head back and try to get some defense, or maybe just try to get away. Or die. That's also an option.
Yeah, the golden man doesn't really want him to get any gear.
And yeah, this zone being kind of in a unusual location, you really have to go over there. There's no reason to once you see it's nothing, so you really have to deliberately explore. It really might pay off with RG having quite a significant XP lead, and level 9 comes with 8 strength, 9 agility, 5 HP, 11 MP, and hurt more.
Oh man, that brings up a really interesting question about what to do right here. Because, you kind of want to go off, you can hit some better targets, but you still don't have any HP, and I just don't know that you're going to get a whole lot of extra efficiency out there in the overworld. Yeah, you can survive that Armored Knight if it doesn't back attack you, but I think I still want to go another level, but I'm much more concerned about it with Hurtmore.
I think that was a one-shot on the Magiwyvern there with a swing.
It was. That's what happens when you have 131 attack power at level 9.
Yeah, and I wonder if if it is a north-south, I wonder if we're in like a four-corner situation or something like that right now.
Well, no, because this is the top of the map, is it not? If it's the top of the map, then we can't be in a north-south situation. It has to just be east-west. But with that popping up a little bit, maybe we're not at the top of the map, but where we see an angel screen, it looks like we have to be. So
well, this is a pretty important XP lead at this point. We'll have to see if RG can parlay it into a significant overall race advantage.
yeah, Yeah, you're really hoping here at level 10 that you're going to get something of real note. I think you just walked back over into Zone 2.
Yeah, and wonder how difficult it was for Angel to get to that location with Rim and the Stones Cave, because that's 2 of the 3 plot items that you need to complete the game, with both of them already having the sword. So really, we just, from our perspective, we just need to find the token and the armor, and the respective trade-ins in Charlock, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, definitely. We may only have to explore half the map, although we don't know where Charlock is yet, and that is an important element as well.
Angel's swinging at the Armored Knight and only getting hit for 29, but still with 39 max HP, and having walked through that swamp, not going to be able to stay alive.
RG going to get level 10 here. I expect him to branch off after this. 4 power, 8 response speed, 30 hit points, 24 magic points. Oh yeah! You get out of here right now, you can take anything in the overworld with 86 hit points and 135 attack power. There is nothing that's going to stop you. Go let this Armor Knight kill you, or you don't even have to let him. He'll do it himself. Get you all your resources back, and we are ready to go.
Yeah, there's a possibility we could be ready to win the game at level 11. I mean, it might be like 12 or 13, and you could feasibly get more, but like theoretically, there's a world where we're fighting the Dragon Lord at level 11 here.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you need 13 swings on the Dragon Lord at 135 attack power. That's the ideal amount of swings to get. That's, means if you've got 11 heal mores, then you are in really good shape. So if you get like 15 hit points and 8 magic points or 3 more attack power or something at level 11, you would have ghost stats.
Yeah, so that is somewhat nerve-wracking, I would assume, because at this point, finding the stuff is all that matters, because getting, 3,000 XP total is not the hardest thing to do in the grand scheme of the race,
Yeah, it's also very unfortunate for RG because this experience lead could really, really steamroll in other seeds, but with, speaking of Charlock, there it is, but with Angel only maybe having to get to 3,041.25 experience, it really means the exploration is going to come down to, and this experience edge is really probably not going to matter. The only way it's going to matter is it's going to make it harder for Angel to find the things, because he's going to keep getting sent home by stuff.
And that probably is Rim right there, because Angel hasn't gone in, so I imagine that he's already seen that. Wonder if RG's going to get there and get the stones, and then shortly thereafter get the harp, and it looks like that's the case.
Yeah, RG also has a fair amount of gold. I don't remember what's in the shop or if we saw it, but if there's a half plate there or a large shield, RG can go ahead and equip himself with that, so I imagine there will be a check for that.
I think there was at least one of those 2 things, but I'm not 100%. It was real quick that Angel had the shop open. Yeah, we got half
both
plate.
of those things. RG goes with the metal slimes with Hurtmore. That's fun to find out.
Yeah, a lot of people might choose the large shield there just because you might get the armor shortly thereafter, and then, suddenly you're stuck with nothing. But getting the 16 additional defense there with the half plate for RG is going to feel good, too.
Yeah, most definitely. I tend to be more of a large shield person for exactly why you said. I'm going to have to purchase a shield at some point. I might not have to purchase armor depending upon the next thing I find. Is there gold in the treasury?
Yes.
So there's gold in the treasury, and maybe magic armor, maybe something else is going to be up there. That if I have to dive for Charlock, then I'm probably going to want to. I'm probably going to want to maybe grind for magic armor or something like that anyway, and so I'm probably more likely to replace my armor than I am my shield. So I tend to favor the shield there, but the armor is an extra 6 defense points, so it also makes perfect sense.
And we've got a Harp Stones parity situation here. Both players have both items, so right now Well, I guess Angel finding a new town, it looks like, so still a little bit ahead on the exploration, but RG still maintaining a pretty sizable, and Brecconary is not going to add to exploration. Let me rescind that statement.
Yeah, RG actually ahead because he hasn't found Brecconary.
So yeah, Cole could have something like the armor or the token on it, just scot-free, and then Hawksness could be, something like an Axe Knight that you can hurt more or kill pretty easily. So the other two remaining items could be pretty easily gettable for these players right now.
These Demon Knights are absolutely lovely. 90 at pop. No Angel loves them, even though 0, 7, 8, 5, and Radiant. So not enough hit points for 11 to be go.
Yeah, but still looking like 3,000 or 4125 could be the ticket, and those aren't necessarily terribly difficult with stats like this to get. It would be very quick to get it.
The Golems have hurt more. RG tried to run from the Golem rather than throw up a heal more to keep himself out of hurt more range. I understand the feeling because you've got a ton of agility, so you think you should be able to do it. But I think at this point, when you're out there exploring, your biggest important thing is to make sure you don't go home. So don't play it safe. Don't play it safer rather than trying to play it faster is, I think, the way to go. Having said that, RG appears that he is going to be setting up a gold grind. Or at least that's what I assume is happening right now. I don't see any other reason to be coming down here.
Yeah, that's my assumption as well. Is found those items and is going to set up the grind and get them.
Oh, RG may not have ever seen Chest 5. So you can kill two birds with one stone, because we saw a silver shield at Rimeldar, did we not?
We saw it somewhere for sure. Yeah, if it was the only town that RG has seen is Rim, then we saw it there.
So since he bought the half plate, now he can gold grind to the silver shield, and now we've got everything figured out. And you never look at another shop.
Yeah, definitely not. You'll be very happy with that plus 20 for your defense breaking and repelling needs.
I'll also note that Angel has found the spot right by Brecconary that's got Demon Knights and Magiwyverns in it, so he is really, and now that they have Repel, he's pulling out everything else, so he's getting those, and so he's going to get these levels very, very rapidly as well, now that he's here.
Yeah, has a safe and easy place to heal in Brecconary, and we'll be able to accumulate a fair amount of gold as well, only costing 6 to heal every time. No stop spell. If you had stop spell, those golems become an interesting endeavor.
Yeah, I mean, RG only saw 2 Hurtmores from them, so if I see 2 Hurtmores in my first encounter with a golem, then I'm going to throw a stop spell after the next time I see one and see what happens. So you've got 94 hit points now, or I guess for Angel 51, you could get meleeed for 51 at the moment. But, oh, you see Demon Knights have sleep. That's fine. So we hadn't seen that yet. But now Angel has, and he's going to go back home. We'll see if he tries to get back to Brecconary for this grind zone, or if I assume he's actually just going to continue to go on and go a different direction and see what he can find.
Yeah, that's less than ideal. I was about to say that without outside, this is a pretty decent time expenditure here for RG, committing to the gold grind here, but getting killed there for Angel is also a difficult setback, so maybe not as big of a deal.
Yeah, I'd say personally, I don't gold grind in this situation specifically because this is going to be clearly a jet seed. You're in almost go mode at level 11. It's more important to find the stuff. I get, that you can repel stuff, you can make world exploration easier, so there definitely is an element to where the Silver Shield could make up for its time, but I'd be more apt to wait till I got to the grave. And if I'm going to do that. Then again, I can also see you wanting to save position there. But in general, if I feel like the seed's going to be sub-hour, I will avoid the Silver Shield because I feel like it takes too long to get.
Angel is in this region. I wonder if he's going to head a little bit to the east and find that same zone that RG was in a little bit earlier.
Well, he might sit there because it's got the wizards, because you can get those now at 56 hit points, and so I think the wizard might be in a different zone, so he's gonna sit there on the wizard zone rather than going east to the wyvern Magiwyvern zone. But I mean, wizards are a Magiwyvern plus a wyvern of experience almost, so if you can get those down in 2 shots, then that's probably even more efficient.
Yeah, dealing 46 to the wizard there, I think. So yeah, these are some jacked heroes. These heroes are out here huge.
I personally am a big level 17 go mode fan. I do not like fast go modes, because they can really put you in a panicky situation.
Yeah, they really emphasize go the right way, and it's very difficult to find a strategy to consistently do that.
But I don't know that I've ever had a level 12 go seed. That's I may have seen one in the past. I'm not positive. I know I've seen 13s, but 12 might be a new one for me.
We get a torch from RG on the Axe Knight. It is enough. You love to see it. That warms my heart.
It's also a very intelligent play, not just getting rid of the torch, but also it's a guaranteed kill on that Axe Knight. It cannot miss. Hurtmore can miss, swings can miss, the torch cannot miss, and so it was the only way he could guarantee killing that Axe Knight without putting himself at risk. So it was a fantastic usage, both in terms of style points and in terms of safety.
Yep, and Angel about to reach 1500 XP here, so gonna be doing a lot better on the stats, and likely gonna be moving pretty swiftly as well once all that HP and MP comes.
And now here comes RG to get his silver shield, and he will never look at a shop again. Although he might not look at this shop if this guard has anything to say about it.
The NPCs love to make our lives harder, and that is a successful acquisition there for RG. He even has enough for a cheeky magic armor should he find one.
Yeah, so it looks like he probably will be checking another shop. If he grinded that, he's indicating, hey, I'm willing to go check for a magic armor at the next place I get.
If the armor ends up in Charlock, it could be a wise investment, but otherwise it might be just a little bit of time that could have been otherwise spent rushing towards the remaining items.
Oh yeah, it can absolutely pay off. It just depends how many things does he, is armor in Charlock, and how many things does he find on his way to try to get that item. Or how many shops does he have to visit in order to get the magic armor? Because he can lose minutes on that.
Getting a no effect here from that armored knight on a 1 in 16 chance.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of Hurtmore misses today. Between all the different races that have gone on, we've seen a lot of no effects on these knights.
I thought I saw 2, but Beta confirming that was the double whiff, so yep.
Oh, double whiff, even better. And
almost level 12.
Yep, after this armor knight goes down, we'll see if 12 is go.
Just a 3 HP is going to be feeling enough, so we'll have to see. It's very likely.
That, my friends, is go.
Level 12, we did it, and yeah, we still have things to find. So if this had been a seed where we already had everything we needed, it could have been a sub 40 seed.
RG does come across the grave right here, right next to the jerk. So he will venture on to see what he can find. I still would be willing to take battles here, because despite the fact that we have the ability to do it, we don't have a lot of heal more to spare at the moment. And so I would not mind getting a little bit of extra resources, not knowing what's out there in Charlock. But RG not going to dive grave, was trying to get to all the locations faster. I do not mind this play. We haven't seen any search locations yet, and those are more likely to have your items of note, so I don't mind and in a seed like this, you got to do anything you can to rush, so I do not mind not diving deep grade right here, even though I am a big deep grade proponent.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense when we only need 2 items and there's 3 search spots still potentially in play. We've seen stones, we've seen tablet, we've seen the back of Garenhem.
What was in the back of Garenham?
I was asking if we've seen it. I don't think we have.
We've seen Garenham yet.
So yeah, we've got Garenhem, we've got the searches, and then there's Bottom of Grave. I'm not sure if there's anything else that's out there in terms of checks.
Yeah, we've gotten all the one-offs, which is kind of nice when you're looking for stuff. You're not having to search for a 1 in, 8 chance kind of thing.
Yeah, it makes things a lot better mathematically, because then as soon as you find Garenhem, you eliminate quite a number of possibilities.
Now, RG is running low on resources here. I said I'll still take levels. I also still will continue to hurt more of these armored knights, because you're going to most likely get them down in 2 turns, and I don't know if you're going to run successfully on that.
Angel's into Cantlin, looking to get some modest armor and probably a large shield, and then probably going to get these coordinates. We'll get a first look to see if the coordinates exist and potentially where they are.
Yeah, this could be a big boon for Angel right now. If this is a relatively easy count and it's armor. Meanwhile, RG is going to come across the Breckenary, which will be much appreciated here because he has no resources left, and that in trip will be very, very nice. I also don't know if there's a magic armor here. Let's find out. There is not. There is a full plate, though. I would buy that full plate. You will get the magic armor money back from the half plate sale.
Angel gets a chainmail.
Right now.
Was down at 33 defense before that chainmail, up to a better 43. No cords.
All right then. Now that could actually have the reverse and be very good for RG if he never has to bother finding Cantlin.
Yeah. Conversely, if there is something in the bottom of Grave and Angel routes it in a way where Grave is one of the last things, could be a more efficient situation in that case.
So we have Stop Spell on the golems as well. We're just casually 3-shotting them, so why not? We're going to hit level 13. Let's see what ridiculous stats we have here now. 1 more power, 3 more agility, 14 more hit points, 7 more magic points. This is where I start running from everything.
Yeah, that's even more heal mooring capabilities. You get even more HP. You can Death Necklace if you want to. I don't know that you would do it potentially, but you have the option. It's super go. Yeah, you don't need to fight anything.
I really want the other side of Swamp to be behind Garenham.
Angel's got Hawksness now.
By the full plate RG. Okay, I think he just had the realization here. Thank you.
24 defense feels pretty good. Up to 82. So defense breaking and repelling wizards, and would be werewolf and star wyvern with the armor.
And Angel is not going to grind for the silver shield, so if this ends up being kind of a closer finish, then we're getting into Charlotte at the same time. This could really, really favor RG. And we're gonna have heal more or resources to spare. We already know, so we can throw repels out there if we need to.
Not the token or the armor in Garenham. Gilmore Green Dragon in Hawksness.
And we have the staff trade-in behind Garenham, so as soon as RG finds the token, he can get into Charlotte because he knows where the jerk is. But
and the token is right there?
Yep. So there's a high probability that armor is going to be at Cole, so whoever finds that first will potentially be in really, really good shape.
Yeah, it also could be at the bottom of the grave or in Charlock, because we don't know about the flute. Flute could be in coal, or there could be nothing in coal.
That is a good point. RG should not be seeing that Magiwyvern. He should be repelling right now. Not repelling is a substantial strategic error.
Like, Angel's going to fight some more of these green dragons, get up to level 12, and we'll have to see if Angel favors looking for 13 or is just going to be pretty dead set on 12.
Oh no, we have not seen other side of Swamp Cave. RG did not go across it. That also is an interesting decision when coming back out into the big world. I was mentally writing it off because I was begging for it to be right behind Garenham. So, yeah, that could potentially play big too, because I imagine as things go around, if it comes to it, Angel's going to go across Swamp there, because that's probably going to be the last little area he's going to find.
Angel is off this grind on the green dragon at level 12. So you will need to very likely find Cantland to get to Hawk's Nest, but you won't get baited by the coordinates because they don't exist.
Angel goes to check the shop, sees that there's a full plate there, and he only has 2,800 gold, so he's going to go try to take care of something in the... I mean, he can certainly sell the Death Necklace if he wants to get that extra gold. That's not going to be a necessity in this particular seed. Although I guess you could use it. Give yourself even more wiggle room for stuff, but not really needed in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, with stats like these, probably not super worried about it.
Yeah, I am trying to run from these Armored Knights here. Obviously, I can't fault him for throwing Hurtmoors out there, because it's close to a guaranteed 2-turn fight if you do that, whereas runs, you obviously can have 3 run fails in there, so you are minimizing the average turn, or you're minimizing the ceiling of turns, but it also does take time to go through those whole battles, and these points are completely unneeded.
Yeah, it's really just a race to getting the armor and the token right now, and we know that the token is in Hawk's Nest, and the armor may be in coal or the bottom of the grave on the overworld, so it's kind of really a race to those locations right now.
These Armored Knights are everywhere.
A lot of windy paths and kind of like multiple river causeways here.
Yeah, this map has got me totally confuzzled. I don't know if we've seen this cave before or not, but if we haven't, I believe it has to be the other side of Swamp.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So either we have seen it before, and oh yeah, this is part of a big loop. I think that might have been Grave. We're going back up to Breckenary. He might decide to go across Swamp Cave after this.
Yeah, they still don't have outside. So diving grave is going to be painful because you can't cast outside.
Now, I understand why you fight the Armored Knights, because running can be tricky. I don't think fighting the golems is a good strategic decision at all, because you can run from them, and that most likely, and you don't need the XP. Although it's possible he just doesn't know quite how strong he is. And, at level 13, you're rarely thinking, oh, I'm probably in go mode right now. So you may just not even be in his head. Well, Angel comes across Cole right now.
Yeah, this might put Angel in very good position. If this does, there's the shield, and if this has the armor, I think that this would put Angel in very strong position. Not
But
though.
it is the flute.
That's amazing. So the bottom of the grave, or it's in Charlock. That's the situation we're in right now.
So I am curious if this is single continent or dual continent, because if it's a dual continent, there is going to be nothing on this second continent.
So Archie really needs to get back into the bottom of the grave, and he still needs to see Caitlin to, confirm it's nothing, and then find Hawks that has the token, and then needs to go to Cole, potentially, before he'll go back into the grave, I would imagine.
Yeah, needing two things, and have we even seen one cursed belt?
I am not sure.
Needing two things, I probably actually do dive grave here now, because without having seen a cursed belt, there's decent odds that one of the two items is going to be in a chest, and I'm going to want to know that beforehand. So we have another 15 HP and another strength added to our arsenal right here.
Yep, but not outside, so it still doesn't feel good to do grave. But we know that grave is the only thing we haven't seen. But in terms of RG has a number of checks, so might not think that the bottom of the grave is a good idea right now based on so many things left to see.
Yeah, not having outside is a big, big part of not wanting to dive grave here, because you're not going to die. It's going to be hard to kill you here at this point. I guess it's not so bad because you don't have Erdrick's armor, so you won't keep gaining hit points back, but dying is going to be tough.
But from our perspective, you might get the armor down there, and then you got to come all the way back.
Archie's about to get all the information here. Angel's about to go to this area over by Garanham. So he's going to get the back of that, be able to turn in his heart for the staff. I don't believe Angel has seen Grave yet. I know he has not seen the Jerk yet. Or I believe he has not seen the Jerk yet. I won't say anything for sure.
And RG is spending time looking for the magic armor here in Cantlin, and then we'll find out that there are no coordinates.
I get the urgency, especially as you're getting further and further along in the checks, to want that magic armor. But man, every single one of these shop checks is, 10, 15 seconds you're just completely throwing away when you're already pretty well off defensively. I mean, frankly, you don't need magic armor anymore because you could single dive this thing with lots of resources to spare if it comes to it. You don't have to worry about the heal walking.
Gets the news, must go fight. So yeah, they could have won super early if they were able to locate all of the items, but it's just this map has been a little bit tricky, and the real thing that is impeding progress is the map.
I still put RG in the favorites position here because he is going to come across Cole relatively soon, and Hawksness, and not going to have to worry about that. Angel still has to find the Jerk and has to find Grave. So it's super, super close right now, but yeah, it's super close. I don't know. I'm going to give RG the slight favorite at the moment, but could turn it in an instant. The Silver Shield, again, may be playing a big role in the dive because you'll be repelling 3 monsters at this level.
Angel is through Swamp Cave. Looks like he's going to check this area, and we know that there's not going to be anything rewarding here. RG, having the token now, just needs to locate Cole and find the flute, probably to send him back into the grave.
Yeah, I'm not entirely clear on where Cole was with respect to Cantlin. I just know that Angel got there relatively soon after he left Hawksness.
Yeah, I struggle with like I'm trying to look at both players, but then in trying to pay attention to both racers, I never understand what the map is doing because I'm never looking at one of them long enough to like get a good idea of it.
I do feel like Cole is more eastward.
Well, Angel is done with the swamp continent. Doesn't have outsides. Gonna have to walk through, but will be back on the hunt and potentially headed in a better direction.
RG's still killing stuff. So we're probably going to see level 15 the way this is going. Because Lost Source of Experience keeps throwing itself at him.
Yeah, and this is going to be real tight. It's definitely just a matter of who's going to go the right way the fastest. Which is kind of the epitome of these kinds of jet seeds, which it really comes down to, like, just if you found the things, then you get to be in the better position.
Yeah, RG retracing a lot of steps at the moment. So I'm not sure he knows exactly where he hasn't explored yet.
Ooh, there's up
this little
here.
path
This might be where Cole is.
I think this is where Cole is.
Maybe. It might dead end right there, too.
Oh, wait. No, not quite yet.
This is why you gotta check these things.
Okay, RG is now running from even Axe Knights, or Armored Knights. And there it is.
So this will provide a fairy flute and knowledge that the only remaining overworld check for RG is the bottom of the grave. The Angel needs to locate the grave and potentially also the rainbow drop trade-in.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where Angel is. I don't remember having seen this part of the map. But of course, this map is so windy and twisty, who knows what I've seen.
And RG has returned, is likely going to make a beeline back for the grave. Did not pick up the flute, notably, said no thank you.
Yeah, well, he knows that Golem's got Stop Spell hanging around on it. It does have Hurt More, but you've got 145 hit points. I'm not too worried about it.
We will get a rainbow drop here. So that's the first rainbow drop. RG at about 51 minutes, just under 51, with a rainbow drop. Will likely head into grave here. Yeah, I guess they're right next to each other, so if Angel's looking for grave, he hasn't seen the rainbow drop, but he'll get there when he finds grave, which is maybe right now.
This may be it.
So we could be converging right now on a very tight go situation for both players diving and entering Charlock within short, sequence.
I will note that Angel was killing things still as he was traveling around, so it's possible he might be interested to going to level 14, and the little extra battles might drain a tiny bit of time. He also obviously has to check the top 3 chests as well, so RG has a lead, but it is a very slight lead. But again, this is where potentially the repel ability could come in handy, especially if Grave 5 is the armor.
Yeah, having access to the extra 10 defense plus the difference between the full plate and the chainmail is enormous. We got one more shot, and it's looking mathematically like the armor is likely, probably in Charlock.
And we are out of here. Oh, Right, we don't have outside. We
Yeah, we
are
gotta walk.
eventually out of here.
So there you have it, armors in Charlock. I don't think there was a magic armor on the seed. I think that we looked in all the shops on RG's side, right? So full plate's the best you're gonna do. But like you've been saying, the stats are amazing. So pretty great chance to do this on a 1 and don't use the cursed belt. There you go.
You can, in a situation like this, you can throw out sleep. He's very unlikely to fall asleep. You can throw out, a heal spell, or if you have a stop spell, that's a great one to throw out, continually land on. So he had ways of getting around, but he was focused on the Dragon Scale Fighter's Ring thing, which is how most people do it. And I totally get not using spells to do the Death Warp is a much less frequently needed strategy.
Yep, as Angel gets the knowledge of chest 5 here as well, gonna try to get maybe an Axe Knight and maybe do what you said. I'm just gonna kill it instead. So if this is the grind down here, this could really hurt Angel.
I don't know that he's trying to grind. I think he's potentially wanting to Death Warp, but he's just swinging, and it kills everything in one swing, so, what else are you gonna do? This, Rogue Scorpion could really help him go down right now.
Well, RG is out. He's leaving home, and we are likely to see Charlock in our future very soon. Five herbs, so going in 1 short for RG. We'll see if it matters. Only repelling the wizard so far, but we'll be repelling Werewolf and Star Wyvern once the armor is acquired.
Unfortunately, if the armor's acquired in the basement, there will be very limited opportunity for that to come into play, but it is nice to have 145 hit points when you're doing an armor dive. That's, you also got to be careful, especially when you have this many hit points. Keep yourself topped up here, because you don't want to be surprise attacked and killed when you have all these resources.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Probably likely to use a heal more anyway. It might just be, yeah. Well, we're going to see a regular heal because you've got 1 to spare.
I hope. So at 138 attack power, you only need 12 swings. We've got 12 heal mores right now. You have a couple to burn, and that doesn't even take the doubles you're going to get into account with 145 hit points. So you don't want to be shy about using your heal mores here. And given that you have 145 hit points, I would probably want to heal more here. If you go below 45, you absolutely go ahead and just heal more.
I think Angel trying to find the herb grind here has a chest glitch going and is just looking to fill up on herbs in here. Maybe getting a silver shield.
So RG runs into 2 wizards, stops, checks his agility, sees that he can repel wizards, and throws on the fairy water. Very, very nice play right there.
Yeah, and you're not using that fairy water for anything but repelling in this circumstance, so definitely utilize them as much as you can.
Angel is doing a gold grind, which really surprises me. Maybe he's not comfortable going into Charlock with chainmail, but they've got 145 hit points. I wouldn't... I don't know. I feel like it's so overwhelming that that I'm perfectly comfortable going in like that. I'm curious what his thought process is here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but RG...
Heal
not
more, RG,
healing.
heal more, please!
Oof.
Heal
24
more, please!
HP. Oh man. Oh, living on the absolute edge.
Thank you. Oh Oh my goodness gracious. That was incredibly risky and incredibly unnecessarily risky. Oh, thankfully that stone man decided to swing low.
I think a collective sigh of relief there coming out from the spectators of this race. So we'll have to see if it's in one of these chests down here in the treasury, or if it's in the chest upstairs where the Erdrick's sword normally would lay.
Well, we've got a fighter's ring in case we didn't have enough offense already.
Yeah, we just want to see a 20 on the Dragon Lord.
And there is our armor, and RG is off.
In great shape to take home this race and force a game 3.
Yeah, this is almost a lock unless something really bad happens on the rest of the trip here. Again, you only need 12 swings. You've got 11 heal mores right now. And you've got potential doubles for days. With 86 defense power, you can't be over meleeed. Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for RG to lose this now.
There's going to have to be some kind of 25% sleep Dragon Lord breath that we don't know about that punches way above its weight.
And of course, you could also, if you wanted to, you could equip the Death Necklace, which would take you up to 150, which would lower that from 12 swings to 10 swings with 11 heal mores. So if you felt like doing that, you always could. If you wanted to do that, I would do it before I started the battle because your HP is already low enough, but I wouldn't do it, personally.
I think you probably save time with this attack power and the amount of HP you have with the potential doubles, but yeah, you know, they're all choices that could be made. Well, I'll let you count this one, Tilo, for the DL2.
Okie doke. Start with the 19. Followed by a 15 to get us to 34. Another 19 to take us to 53. So not only was this super good, but it's even more free now than it was before. We're also going to get a double right here, and this time 10, 63. And with the double, we're going to get a 12, 75. So lower rolls now, but started off rolling a ridiculously good. Very possible double coming up again. 14 to take us to 89. That doesn't get to us, but this is almost certainly going to give it to us. Yep, we're going to get another double. 16, that's going to take us to 105. With our double swing, we're going to get another 17, taking us to 122. And with that Dragon Lord attack, we might actually get yet another double coming up in a second here. Another 13 takes us to 135. No double, but not really going to matter. $15 takes us to 150. And so RG is guaranteed to get it in the next 2 attacks. So he will not have to use another heal more. We'll have 3 heal mores to spare. That's 163. Dragon Lord goes down. Everybody get your GGs out for RG365, who is going to force a Game 3 against Angel.
Yeah, just fantastic race. Came down to some, key decisions in the end, but really RG got out to a great lead and was able to capitalize and take home this race. And like you said, force Game 3. This is very exciting. And none of them did it, but potentially could have won this seed on level 12. What a seed to have rolled.
Yeah, that was a whirlwind.
Welcome in, RG. GG, how you feeling?
Mostly confused. I would have thought that Angel would have blown this one away, and I see that he's just about to get armor now.
Well, so what happened here is that you found that zone with the Wyverns and Magi Wyverns, so you had a massive XP lead. It was kind of tucked in that corner, and Angel never saw it. And so you were up like 1,500 experience on him for a good little while, and were able to explore a whole lot earlier.
Yeah, and I considered stop taking fights at level 13 even, but it was just, I guess, too easy to just hurt more of them.
Yeah, the stat growth in this one was outrageous. How were you feeling about having, the strength of the gods, but 30 some odd HP?
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't really an issue when you're like 1 and 2 shotting everything and you have heal more, so it just worked out, I guess.
So in terms of exploration, at what point were you feeling any kind of press to find things, or were you ever, I guess this to me feels like there's a lot of stress when your stats are so high, you're level 11, and you're thinking, next level it could be go, and you don't have other things. Like, what is it like playing this kind of a seed?
Well, I don't know that I have a good answer for that. I mean, I wanted to find coal. I was running out of time, I thought, and running out of map space, and I was starting to panic that I had lost it. Unfortunately, I hadn't. And then, yeah, I knew when I got the drop, I knew that I wanted to do Sharlock in one dive if the armor was there. But because of that, I needed to clear the grave first. I just needed to get that off my mind and not have to worry about that. It's very rare for me to do a dive for armor and win on the same dive. So that was kind of stressful too. I got down to like 8 hit points at one time in Sharlock. I was a mess.
Yeah, some people in chat definitely hoping that you could have healed a little bit earlier to ease their nerves. Any thoughts on walking around with 24 HP down there in the bowels of Sharlock?
Yeah, I know I misplayed that. I didn't really do the math to see how many swings I was at. I just knew that I was pretty solid, but I didn't know exactly how solid. So I wanted to save as much MP as possible. I should have healed more. That was inexcusable.
Well, we've got Angel just about finishing up the Dragon Lord fight here. I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention. There may be some shenaniganry that was going on, but we'll get the kill here. So get your GGs out in chat for Angel finishing up the seed here. We'll take second place in this race and have to compete in a third race against RG. So what kind of a seed you want? Another one like this, or what kind of seed maybe you're hoping for in the next winner take all final game 3 here, RG?
I don't know. I mean, aside from like what you said, me finding a better zone at the beginning, this to me was an angel seed. I mean, they're all angel seeds, aren't they? No, I don't really have any thoughts on what kind of seed I want. It just one where I don't have to embarrass myself losing something on the map. I'll say that.
Sure. And then noted that you did not take the flute. Was it just because you felt like even if you saw a golem on the spike, you weren't terribly worried about it?
Right, exactly. I wasn't fighting anymore. If I needed to, I could have fought one, but no, I was running from everything at that point. There was no need to have it. Even if it was on the spike, there wasn't any danger I felt.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, the stats were just so wildly out of control.
It's not even like I needed the space for fairy water. It was just, don't need it.
GG, welcome in, Angel. How are you feeling? What are your initial thoughts here?
Meh, couldn't find a good grind, so I felt so far behind. Even with like the sword and all the strength, like I just couldn't find anything for like the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, and so I'm not sure if you remember there was a zone in a desert somewhat near start that had wizards that you were targeting at some point. If you'd gone east there, RG spent a bunch of time just a little bit east of there getting some like wyverns and magiwyverns and things along those lines that really seemed to help and got out to a pretty significant XP lead.
Yeah, I saw that afterwards, but the wizards kind of just deterred me from going that direction.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out there was two zones up there because I had seen the wizard, I had seen the druid lord, and then I saw the wyvern around the same time, but it didn't click with me that that was two different zones. And when I went back there, then I was staying in the wyvern zone entirely.
Yeah, in that first zone, all I saw was just the wizards and a skeleton. So I just was like, okay, I'm not bothering with this. And then like I went by Breckenary and there was the magic wyverns and the demon knights, and did that until I got killed by a demon knight. And then yeah, eventually I just went back to that wizard zone. And then that's when I went a little bit more to the east and then saw that there's wyverns and magic wyverns here.
I know some people were wondering about the choice to do the late gold grind there, Angel. I think they were wondering what the grind was for, but then it made sense that you were just dying down there to set up the glitch. Loved the herbs, loved it. And then what was your thoughts about the silver shield?
I mean, I'm just gonna take whatever I need to just to reduce the risk. I mean, it was only a minute and a half. I mean, it obviously didn't matter because RG was ahead of me anyway, so.
Yeah, I didn't see chest 5 in the mountain when I was there getting the sword, so I set the gold grind up there a little while after that and was carrying magic armor money around the whole game. Never saw it.
Yeah, I went through mountain. I went through, did the treasure, and then did mountain. I kept seeing. All I ever got there was just stone man. Got the specter with DL2. So there's quite a few times I tried to go in there. I think I died like 4 or 5 times. Not even getting to zone 2 at that point.
I didn't know that Spectre had DL2.
Yeah, I thought with all the strength gain, I'm like, oh, this is good, and then just immediately DL2'd me.
I saw that you did a one-shot one in revenge right after getting the sword, though.
I did. I was annoyed at that.
So I want to ask you, Angel, the same thing that I asked RG about having the strength of the gods, but the 30-something HP.
I mean really that didn't bother me all that much. It was more just trying to find something that's decently worth grinding on, and I just couldn't find anything. But I mean, I'm not worried about the 30-something HP besides trying to go through that swamp that you barely have enough just make it through the entire thing.
Yeah, some real lopsided stats, and then you're at level 11, and it's looking a whole lot like level 12 is going to be go. So quite an interesting seed here. So we're going to have our series tied up 1-1. We're going on to a game 3. Do you guys already have a game 3 scheduled, or something that needs to be made in the works?
No, we need to make that. But how does Wednesday sound, Angel?
It sounds good for me. I mean, RG probably didn't even expect to make this one, so
No, I didn't. I was scheduling them one game at a time.
No, Wednesday sounds fine. Just get a time for me, and yeah, I should be able to do that.
Yeah, let's do same time.
Sounds good to me. I'll put it on the schedule.
All right, great.
That's how it's done, folks. Amazing stuff here. We'll give the floor to both of you to get any last thoughts out there, and then I think after this we're going to stick around on this channel, and Tilo's going to bring up another vodcast. So more DWR if you are interested. So yeah, let's open the floor to both of you guys for any last thoughts on the seed and the series.
All right, I see how it is. We broadcast the race that I lose, but the one I win we don't broadcast. I see how this is. No, thank you, Dr. Mookhouse for getting the restream on. Thank you, Hoodie, thank you, Tilo, for doing the comps. Thank you, Zatrix, for tracking. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I'll echo all that. Thank you to the entire crew. Appreciate it. And GG Angel. We'll see you in game 3.
Yep, see you Wednesday.
All right, fantastic stuff. Very entertaining jet seed for us here in the chat. We get a game 3 on Wednesday, and remember to stick around for a vodcast after this. And again, your restreamer, Dr. Mookhouse, much appreciated. Your tracker, Zatrix, much appreciated. My co-commentator was Tilo. He'll also be putting on the vodcast. I'm Hoodie Two Shoes. Thanks so much for watching. Stick around.